Alright, y'all. I have some pretty disturbing news. Alright, now, this is not surprising coming out of New York. Obviously, they're the ones who they're trying to pass a law right now, actually, where, like, if you order a package from Amazon and the driver gets tested, he or she has tested positive for coronavirus, not only will the person who delivered the package be detained, you will also be detained because you may or may not have coronavirus now. And they're going to take you to some kind of detention facility where you will be deemed held there until some random doctor that you don't know says that it is okay for you to go back into society. Now that's disturbing, right? Oh, it's getting worse, alright, and it's actually pretty much this is what they're doing. New York County threatens to forcibly quarantine those who might have come into contact with COVID-19. So you're going to forcibly quarantine someone who may or may not have COVID-19. Makes sense. Alright, New York County is threatening to involuntarily quarantine residents who either may have come in contact with COVID, with a person with COVID-19 arrived in one of the states of concern listed by Andrew Governor Cuomo. Okay, so that's why it's happening, because he's, stupid, alright? Like, so let me get this straight. If I go to a person who may have COVID-19, or I go to a state that you consider as a concern. Your state's a concern. What do you mean a state? Y'all was the biggest hotspot supposedly ever. Like, y'all was literally the biggest hotspot forever. And now you're talking about states of concern. Alright, let's see here. Failure to comply with the request may result in the issuance of a public health director order pursuant to public health law, or a court order of commitment pursuant to public health law for your involuntary commitment enforced by Chemung County Health Department and or law enforcement officials. It adds that breaching a court order may be considered contempt of court and may result in criminal prosecution. The letter further requests the recipient notify the health department if they develop any symptoms including fever, sore throat, and or shortness of breath. I just don't understand. They're going way out now. Like, New York is gonna be one of those places where you don't want to be. Like I said, you're sitting here telling these people you may or may not have COVID-19. We don't know. We really don't care. We're gonna quarantine you anyways. That's not gonna work. That's what's gonna start the Civil War right there. Like, it don't make no sense. And now, this is why people don't believe COVID-19 right here, because of stupid stuff like this. It just don't make no sense. Like, you're pretty much saying, hey, we're going to quarantine you because you came in contact with someone with COVID-19, alright? Which, that part I can understand, alright? If you come in contact with someone who has COVID-19, what you should do, once you find out that they have COVID-19, what you should do is, quarantine and go get tested. Alright? But, you're telling me if I go to another state, then I have to be forcibly quarantined? No, that's not going to work. And like I said, what do you consider a state of concern? You probably consider every single state a concern. So, like your state is a concern. As much as the media hypes up coronavirus is horrible, coronavirus is the worst thing ever, it's the most deadly and most contagious thing ever. So your state's a concern. And like I said, with the whole delivering package thing, it's all coming to a head. Like, people need to wake up, alright? It's not, I don't think coronavirus is that serious. Like I said, if it was, all these Democratic governors that broke it would be wearing masks. All right. And if Republicans too, they would be wearing masks. All right. CDC directors would be wearing masks. They like to force out these laws, but they don't want to do it themselves. Just like Joe Biden. Hey, I'm gonna make a mandate. You wear a mask on all federal property. All right. So Joe Biden's great idea after this. I signed it. Let's me and my family go out with no mask. That makes perfect sense. All right. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, thank y'all for watching, and as always, y'all stay safe out there.